The rain hammered against the windows, mimicking the drumming in Elias's chest. He sat hunched over his plate, the aroma of Grandma's stew swirling around him, a torment he couldn't even pretend to enjoy. He pushed the plate away, the barely touched food sending a wave of guilt through him. But it was quickly replaced by a familiar, icy resentment. Elias, at 12, was a storm cloud, his face hardened by years of neglect. His parents, consumed by their own troubles, had sent him to live with his grandparents, a decision they later regretted. Their attempts to reclaim him met with a wall of anger and hostility. Grandpa, a gentle giant with a booming laugh that could shake the house, tried everything. He bought Elias a football, hoping to coax him into play, but the ball lay forgotten in the dusty attic. He built a birdhouse, hoping to ignite a spark of curiosity, but it was knocked down in a fit of rage. He told stories of valiant knights and daring adventures, hoping to spark a flicker of wonder, but the boy simply stared blankly. Grandma, a woman with hands as soft as her heart, tried to reach him through her baking. She baked cookies, his favorite as a child, but they were left untouched, a reminder of a life he couldn't remember. She made his favorite apple pie, the sweet aroma filling the house, but it was met with a disgusted scoff. She sewed him a new jacket, hoping to feel the warmth of a loving gesture, but it was thrown into a corner, a symbol of all he felt he was lacking. Each day, the cycle repeated. He'd wake up, eat in silence, glare at his grandparents' attempts at conversation, and retreat to his room, brooding. There was a deep, unspoken pain within him, an emptiness that even their kindness couldn't fill. One day, Grandma found him crying, a choked sob escaping his lips. It wasn't the usual sullen silence. She sat beside him, her touch gentle, her voice soft. She didn't ask him what was wrong, but simply said, "I know, Elias. It's not easy." He looked at her, his eyes wide with shock. "You do?" Grandma smiled. "Of course I do, dear. You carry a heavy heart, and it's okay to cry. Let it out." He leaned into her, the warmth of her embrace breaking through the years of emotional frost. It was a small crack, but it was a start. The rain stopped, and the sun began to peek through the clouds. A small, fragile hope bloomed in Elias's heart, a reflection of the love that was slowly thawing the icy walls around him. He wasn't sure what the future held, but for the first time, he didn't feel so alone. The journey was long, but perhaps, just perhaps, the kindness of his grandparents could be the light that led him out of the darkness.